There was this guy I used to sit next to in class. I couldn't figure him out. He wasn't the best-looking guy in the room. He wasn't rich. He didn't have some big social media following. He was just a normal dude. But the girls in that class couldn't leave him alone. They'd text him first. They'd show up near him for no reason. One of them literally changed her entire schedule just to be in the same study group as him. And I'm sitting right there next to him, watching all of it. Completely lost. So one day I just asked him. I said, "How?" And what he said is something I still think about. He didn't give me a line. He didn't say, "Just be confident," or "hit the gym." He said something that felt too simple to actually mean anything. He said, "They can feel whether or not you need them." That's it. 6 words. And I genuinely didn't get it at first. I actually kind of laughed it off, like, "Okay, mate, sure." But I couldn't stop thinking about it. And the more I watched him, actually paid attention day after day, the more I realized he was describing something real. And then I realized what I'd been doing wrong the whole time. I wasn't unattractive. I wasn't boring. I was just desperately, visibly needy. And I had no idea. Here's what nobody's going to say to your face. The reason she's not addicted to you has almost nothing to do with how you look, what you earn, or how many times you made her laugh. It's about what you're giving off underneath all of that. And right now, you're giving off desperation. You're tracking how long it took her to reply. You're writing your next message before she's even done reading your last one. You're checking her Instagram story to see if she watched it. Every single interaction with her is a performance. You're carefully calculating each move to make her like you just a little more than she did yesterday. And she can feel all of that. She's not oblivious to it. She's been reading people her entire life. She knows. I already know what's going through your head right now. But if I pull back, she'll think I don't care. Yeah. And while you're there, trying so hard, she's thinking about someone else. So that approach is clearly working great for you. Look, man, you've been sold this idea that effort equals attraction. That if you just do enough, say the right thing, plan the right date, reply fast enough, she'll eventually realize you're worth it. That's not how any of this works. It has never been how this works. And the world has a very clear reason to keep you believing that lie. Your insecurity is profitable. Dating apps, supplements, courses, they're all selling you the same lie. Fix yourself, and then she'll want you. But you're not broken. You just think you need to earn something that was never meant to be earned. Picture this. You've been talking to her for 3 weeks. You send her good morning texts. You planned a date. You've been responsive, available, attentive. Basically a golden retriever in a hoodie. And then one Thursday, she posts a story. Some guy she met 2 weeks ago comments one word on it. One word. She replies immediately with a laughing emoji. She hasn't replied to your message from this morning. You already know why. You just don't want to say it. That guy isn't doing more than you. He's doing less. He's not thinking about her every hour. He's not planning his responses. He's not checking her last scene. He's just not worried about it. And she feels that. She knows the difference. Let me tell you what happened after that conversation with my classmate. After he said that to me, I didn't just believe it and move on. I started watching him, like actually studying him. What he said, what he didn't say, what he never explained. How he acted when a girl was clearly interested. I watched him for weeks. Then I went and applied what I was seeing. And then I got better at it than he was. What I'd been picking up on wasn't tricks. It wasn't lines. It was a set of patterns. Actual behaviors that women respond to on a level they can't always put into words. I turned those patterns into something you can follow. I call it the polarity protocol. Polarity, that pull you feel between two people, isn't something you can force. But what nobody tells you is that you can set up the conditions for it to happen. 3 things. I'm giving you all of them. Principle 1. Absorption before attention. Stop being the most available person in her orbit. This isn't about playing hard to get or being fake. It's about genuinely having something in your life that pulls your attention more than she does. A goal, a project, something you're actually building. When your life is actually consuming you, you become naturally less reactive. You reply when you feel like it, not the second her name shows up on your screen. And that shift alone changes everything about how she sees you. She stops being the destination. She becomes a detail. Principle 2. The emotional thermostat. Right now, her mood is running yours. She goes cold, you get anxious. She warms up, you get excited. You're not leading anything. She is. Flip that. Not by suppressing your feelings. Not by acting like you don't care when you do. By actually becoming stable. When she pulls back, you hold your ground. When she tests you, and she will, you don't move. Before I go any further, I want you to actually do something right now. Stop. Whoever you've been thinking about since you started watching this, whatever you've been mentally drafting, whatever's running in the background of your head, just let it sit for a second. Breathe in, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it out slowly. That's stillness. That's what I'm talking about. Grounded. Not scared of what happens. Carry that into every interaction with her. Not a performance of it. The actual thing. This is the part that's going to be hardest to actually accept. The polarity protocol works because it asks you to genuinely stop caring about the outcome. And I don't mean fake it. I mean actually detach from whether she picks you or not. And I know exactly what's going through your head right now. But I actually like her. That's real. But the second her reply is deciding whether your day was good or bad, the second you're refreshing her story to see if she watched, you've already handed her the frame. She's running it now, not you. Here's the thing nobody ever explains. The man who tries the least isn't losing. He's winning. Not because women want to be ignored, But because a man who genuinely doesn't need her to validate him has something that can't be faked. He has real weight. Stop being available around the clock. Stop volunteering your plans before she's earned them. Stop sending long responses to one-word messages. Stop letting her emotional temperature set yours. Stop texting her updates about your day when she didn't ask. Stop performing interest you're not even sure is real. Start having something that pulls your attention more than she does. Start replying when you actually feel like it. Start noticing when you're trying to impress her and asking yourself why. Start keeping that last 10% back. Start being calm enough about the outcome that she starts wondering why you aren't worried. That's all of it. That's it. I'm not going to tell you this is easy. Because the thing keeping men stuck in that loop isn't that they don't know any better. You probably already knew some version of this. The thing keeping you there is that you grew up being told effort earns love. Do enough. Show up enough. Say the right thing enough. And eventually, she'll see it. But attraction doesn't work on logic. It works on feel. And the feel of a man who desperately needs her approval is the exact opposite of what draws her in. That's not your fault, bro. The world literally makes money from you staying stuck. Nobody makes money from you being grounded and at peace with yourself. So the fact that you're watching this, that some part of you knows something needs to change, that's not weakness. That's something. That's something changing. When you stop pouring your soul into someone who isn't choosing you, you regain your gravity. You rediscover your weight. And that's what actually makes you impossible to replace. If you're ready to build that version of yourself, subscribe. There's more coming. And the next video might be exactly what you needed to hear. Stay with us, brother. We're just getting started.